Christian with episode 23, The GOAT. Hit on Michael Jordan if y'all are not familiar who the GOAT is. But we are live with Juwan Thomas right after his big match with Donovan Cecil. Honestly, it was amazing to see in person. How's the body holding up, man?
I'm just now able to move around. So yeah, it's holding up pretty good. It was rough for a week, but it's holding up.
Oh, absolutely. I'm very much as a wrestling fan. I will tell you this. I was watching more than the ring. Like I was glancing at other wrestlers because as soon as the pallets came out, a lot of the guys who were changing or doing whatever up top out at the armory were just staring like, what's going on? It stopped. Like you could have stopped time for that. Because I was like, pallets, what are you gonna do with pallets? Because the spot with the golf clubs, those snapped quick. I
Yeah,
mean, with what two dang near 300 pounders between the two of you, or each close to 300, just snap.
yeah, that was us being just being us. We're two crazy human beings. Put it that way.
I mean, it takes a real tough individual to wrestle a man who's a certified power slapper, strongman, and pro wrestler. And you've wrestled him. Would this be number two? I believe this is the second time in MWC you've met, and I think a third or a fourth time overall because I thought saw you in a match before this against each other or a battle royal maybe.
This will make that match made three because we did one. All of them been at MCW, so it was like we did a singles and then we did a handicap correction, and then we did what you guys saw last Saturday.
Oh, and I will say I'm pretty sure it was going around because I messaged you the next morning and like five different people had sent me different angles of it. I was like, I was there, but I was like so not looking at my phone, so I didn't see where it was at. But how high you guys got off the mat was like that. I'm like, that's insane. I've bumped before, but getting that high up off of a superplex is insane to me.
Yeah, the crazy thing is I've taken them through tables, chairs, but never a pallet.
The way you landed was a little bit different than most wrestlers would land for a superplex, but you got out of the way of that pallet because that would have messed you up even worse. Like that was very in-ring smart of you.
it the whole put it this way, that whole match, in my opinion, I feel like it probably took some years off both our careers, but hey, it was worth it.
And I got to bring up two other things about that match or ones after. But right before the superplex, I sent you the clip, or I had sent you the clip where Donovan Cecil had smacked the chair out because that almost landed outside of the ring. That is very like a very. It was like he wasn't meant to do that, but hey, in ring awareness that takes a lot of practice. I don't
Yeah,
want to say practice because you can't practice tossing a chair out the way. You can't. But you and Donovan Cecil did one of the right after you guys were right before the intermission. You guys both signed autographs for at least 30 minutes after. And you were just but you gave everyone what they came to pay, what they paid to see. I did not get to see you because your line was really busy, and I sat down just because it was like there's a lot of kids, and I always like to make sure kids get autos before me.
yeah. That was originally, I told myself I wasn't going to go out there because I was checked out, but I was like, I'll go out there and just sit. No, at the end of the day, I don't care how banged up I am. My prerogative is the fans first. So at that rate, it was just I just got to take my mangled body and just go do it.
Oh, everyone loved you, and I just added him on Instagram, and I think you signed a trash can, the trash can that got smashed in half.
I probably did.
You signed it for. I just had his name right here, Ozzy Munoz and his friends.
Okay.
Ozzy's a good guy. I've already got permission for the next show to do fan interviews, and I'm excited on that one. Like, who are you here to see? Who are you here to boo? Because if somebody boos you for the right reasons, like they hate you, that means you're doing your job. Even though I don't think any of us booed you at the end of that match, because that was a war. That was a war.
It was It was something. And everyone's like, did the Legos hurt? No, the Legos. I'm being honest. The Legos did not hurt. What hurt was that man swinging chairs and trash cans, and that's what hurt. Okay, everything
I
else.
mean, you've taken that man's hand, which is roughly the size of my beer stein here, because my hands aren't the largest, but they're still very large hands. But his are probably the size of this, and you took a full-on chop, and I'm like, how is he still vertical?
Yeah, it's
Because he's knocked out people with his smack before, so
he knocked him out, but he knocked the wind out of me. Okay, put it that way. I couldn't breathe for a minute, but it's part of the game. You got to keep it going.
that isn't the first wild match you've been a part of. I actually have a couple written down here. A blindfold match against TJ Kemp. That's something you can't prepare for, and I'm just like, if I couldn't, because it's very entertaining, but the story was told just TJ crawling on the mat, like trying to find you, grab both of you, touch the ref, like you ready type of deal. It's funny to me, but I love a good comedy match because it's funny.
Yeah, I that was my actually. I've never been in one except that one, and I hope I've never. Trust me,
Oh, I understand that.
it's just the whole aspect of can't see.
Yes. Fun fact, actually, one of the gentlemen for WCWO that you wrestled one of your first matches with, Hillbilly Jed, he was Anthony Toatelli's first match ever as well.
Yes,
He's
yeah,
a very large man.
yes. Dear close friend of mine. Yeah, he. Trust me, he is one. In my opinion, is one of the hardest hitters too as well. I put him up there with Donovan. Trust me, if you take a forearm or anything from him, you'll feel it the next day. Trust me.
Oh, absolutely. Another guy that you mentioned that's also a close friend of Hillbilly Jed, Osiris or Congo Kong. Some people call. I mean, he's done both. That is they've done tag team matches against 3 or 5 individuals and squash them all. I mean, what, 700 pounds between them?
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I've wrestled both of them in a tag match with Calvin Tankman, and the thing is with that, um, like me and Calvin, we started out together. We were in the tag team together for a few years, and then he blew up, and then WCW wanted to do a reunion show, and they wanted us on it against them. I'm like, oh, okay. And when I mean, I've never been splashed like that. It was something.
Oh, absolutely. I've actually done an interview with Congo. Congo is a very nice individual. He's scary, but that's just you introduce yourself with respect, he gives it right back. That's just how every interaction I've had with him.
Just imagine seeing him fight off the top on you. It's like, oh my god,
I've watched him do a Hurricane Rana.
yeah.
That's scary. That if you've not seen that clip, it's like 12 seconds long, and I believe it's on his Facebook and his Instagram where he's doing a Hurricane Rana. It just 300 pounds should not move like that, but it was with ease.
That's the thing. Like, if you realize nowadays with bigger guys, they move like cruiserweights. It is scary, but in my opinion, it's the
Yeah. The start of that was Rikishi doing the inside out bump. Then it was Brian Cage, who was over 300, doing the Lucha Libre style, then Luchasaurus, like stuff like that. And then how you guys evolve over time, it's wild. Because I've been watching wrestling since I was 3. But let's get on to some of the fun questions before I get lost in my non show out things. What is your go-to snack on the road? Like, I don't know. Serge said it was Kit Kats was his go-to. Anthony's is ice cream. There's so many great options.
uh, go-to snack on the road is a that's my go-to.
I can respect that because I have a bunch in here. They dropped 6 packs of Reese's now.
Oh, they did. See, I didn't know that. So that will be on the list now. Next time I'm on the road again.
Did you see the Reese's and Oreo pair ups yet?
Yeah, I did, but I'm not too fond of them.
They're a little too sweet for me.
Yeah,
The
they're
thing I'm stuck on that I've been stuck on for almost 2 years now is peanut butter filled pretzels. That right
uh,
amount of sweet and salty.
yeah, they're not that bad, but like I saw them come with a PB&J recently. I'm like, yeah, no, just leave those. Don't do
Mm.
that.
The Reese's peanut butter jar that they had out during the 2000s, because I'm old, that was a delicious peanut butter.
See,
But
I'm
what is your
I'm just basic.
first memory of wrestling? And that's okay. And that's okay.
My first memory of wrestling is seeing. Let me see. It was John Cena versus Jeff Hardy on Raw for a number one contender spot to see who faced Triple H United Champions. I think it was.
Wasn't that Jeff who won and then it turned into a triple threat?
It
Nope,
was.
that was a different show.
Yeah, that was John won that one.
Yeah, that was Nine of Champions '08 or '09 or something like that.
Oh wait,
Wow.
that
Wow.
was
I watch a lot of wrestling.
yeah, that was because it went down to being Triple H versus John for the title and United Champions because I remember it was around the like 2008 draft, so it was something.
I mean, Triple H has done every kind of match out there, and it sounds like you have too, because another one that I did not mention was your Pop the Balloon match against the Apollo Star, who I've gotten the honor of watching in person. Because you could see your frustration every time you pop the balloon. Just pop. Why is there glitter? Why is there, I don't know if this is water or glue or something. And the third one was I don't even know because the fans just kind of looked at you like, what?
Yeah, it was all it was. That match there was it was fun, but it was something because I think one balloon was like whipped cream that they had sit in the balloon for a minute, and then one was candy or something. I don't know, and then
It was what are they called? Jolly Ranchers. Yes, I
yeah,
just watched it. It's Jolly Ranchers.
it, it was something. I had fun working with Apollo, um, another guy who I've known since I started back in 2014. So it's something.
I got to watch him wrestle at my very first independent show. I know I'm just dating myself right there. I just hit 30 and people are like, how old are you? I was like, I'm 30. It's why I love it. Because people are like, you should get into wrestling. I was like, nah, I'm cool right now. I'm cool. I think of it as DDP. If I don't do it by 35, then there's no way.
Yeah, it takes a toll. Trust me, it takes a toll. You feel it after like what year 10. So
I mean, look at Anthony. He's been doing it ooh,
me and him
since 22.
think
You
I don't
started about the same time, I think,
yeah we
within a
did
couple years.
yeah
But it's wild to think because I've sent Anthony, like during our very first live episode, which was episode 6, I sent him a screenshot of a video because you can see him in his first 2 years in the business. And in the crowd, you see my twin brother and myself. It's one of those, he's like, whoa, where'd you find that? I was like, oh,
yeah
I watch a lot of wrestling. So I remember every show that I attend and I will search for myself. What? Because it's every show you go to, you're like, where was I at? Where was I at?
yeah.
Every show.
I used to
But I will. You used to do that.
I now I'm doing it, so it's like I don't need to do it no more.
You know where you are. You're in the back throwing that tape on, stuff like that. But what
Yeah,
is your pre-match ritual, or like what music do you listen to? Like I heard Tate Manson listens to a lot of rock music. Tater Manson's is what I refer to him.
I listen. So my pre matches, I normally do a lot of stretching now, a lot of band workouts, but my go to music is DMX because it DMX just gets you into that mode for me. Um, I also people like, do you eat? No, I don't eat nothing. When I get to a show, I'm not eating until after.
So you mess with that Qdoba after your match. Everybody was tearing it up. It smelled good, but I'm one of those. I just drink a lot of liquid because I'm on energy drink number 4 today.
See, it was funny as I just wrote with Serge and he's like, how many energies you had? Had about 3 or 4 of them now, dude. Today total. He's like, you don't care. No, I don't. I really don't. If something happens, something happens. If
Crazy
it's
match. Latino Heat TM, he talked to you after the or after your match. He's like, that was awesome and everything like that. And he's like, you need to be on the podcast. So I always message everyone after the show because it's just how I am. Like sometimes I understand that mental fall where you're like, I'm a little beat up. Give fans that interaction. But yeah, I've been drinking the V8 ones, which are nice. I like a good black cherry
good,
or
man.
Red Bull if I have that cash. They have the what one is that? That cherry Blossom one. It tastes like Febreze, I've been told.
Ugh, that
I'm
that doesn't.
good there.
But
Right, right. Just it's not worth paying that price.
no.
Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Yeah. What match sparked you in wanting like to get trained? What match was that got you like, oh, I want to do this? Or is
Uh,
it that very first Jeff Hardy and John Cena?
no, it wasn't. It was, man. It's been so long because once I started watching wrestling, I started like really looking, going. I went down a rabbit hole full of wrestling matches, and there's been a few. There is an Edge match. I just can't remember exactly what. I think it was Edge and Cena that got me really into it because Cena and Edge, they were like two peas in a pod. But then as time went on, it was more of John and Randy, and then a little bit of Jeff came into play when it was his turn to get that championship run. So it's just a mixture of mainly John, Edge, and Jeff, and a little bit of Punk, but that's neither here or there.
I mean, Punk during this was coming up at the same time as Jeff and who else was there in that time period? And Edge, because Ed's World Heavyweight run, so he
Yeah,
kind of went in tandem with all that.
yeah.
I mean, without Punk, would you really have a great Jeff Hardy moment of Punk of Jeff jumping 20 feet off the entrance? I
Here's
mean, he's done it many times, but yeah.
I don't think I think what made like during that time when it was in '08 for Jeff, I think it was just the fans, but also it had a thing with Edge. Edge, in my opinion, Edge was a main benefit. Like Edge really played that role for Jeff. And then when it was time for Edge to do something else, and came into play, Punk made Jeff even fucking bigger because of how Punk was. Punk was that how do I put this? He was that egotistical straight edge heel. The the he kind of was punking from the indies a little bit, just a little bit kind of handcuffed, if you get what I'm saying.
Yes. Oh yeah. I
Because Punk,
mean, Jeff or not Jeff. Punk was one of the first from the Indies to make it big in WWE, like Ring of Honor guys.
yes, and at first he wasn't, accepted, but look at him now, making millions of dollars doing that.
Oh,
So
absolutely. Every time I hear $1 million, I think of primetime players, but I love the primetime players.
I,
They were fun. I grew up in that.
I feel bad how it went for them, but they were fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Shad's passing did kill me a lot inside because Shad was the dad I want to be. Like,
Yeah,
that's how you want to be as a dad. But if they got a tag belt run, I would have loved that. Like, that
yeah,
would have been perfect.
yeah.
Who I'm enjoying right now, tag wise, is it's gonna sound ridiculous. Otis and Tozawa. I love a good comedy tag team and just chemistry. It's like
Yeah.
R Truth and Booker T. If you don't have to work a night in the ring and you can just get off on promos, or not R Truth, Gold Dust and Booker T. If you can get away with not doing promo with not getting in the ring, it's an easy night at the office. If you
Yeah.
sell merch that way, do it.
I'm enjoying Truth and Damien because that dynamic is a little bit different, but it's also true
Yes.
timing. So it just works.
That ain't PG.
It's he's something.
He can break anyone. He can break anyone.
Yeah.
I mean,
That
so can Sami Zayn, but that's here nor there. And I was going over a list of certain tag teams you've or certain people you faced. One tag team I got into watching, bringing up Hillbilly Jet again, Colby Jack and Utter Chaos. It was one of those names where I was like, is that what I think it is? And then I saw his mask. I was like, oh, right. How can
yeah.
you hold a straight face seeing that mask? Like,
I've had people try to break me before. Only one person's been able to do it. I don't know how I was able to keep a straight face, but I was.
oh, absolutely. I mean, you faced Jonathan Wolf, Anthony Toatelli, Dale Patrick, Chuckles the Clown. You've created that match for you, which
Yeah,
You can't hold a straight face. And I forgot to mention you were where's this at? I have it right here on my notebook. 540 days as Wrestling Theology Fellowship United States champion. I liked your match against Anthony for the championship anyway. It told a story. You can tell you knew each other very well.
yeah. And in my opinion, there for wrestling theology, those are one of, in my opinion, working with doing stuff with him was one of my best stuff, in my opinion, because I got to showcase my ability and if I can withstand somebody of that caliber. You get what I'm saying? 'Cause that was during that time I was just unsure. So for me
Every
to work,
match I've watched of yours, it's amazing. Like, man, you improve. You've improved over the years, but yet you still hold on to those bare things that make you you.
yeah, and
I think I've watched 20 hours worth already.
I've changed I've changed the style a lot. Now it's just more of strong style and aggression. I think that's more now than anything else because I don't got to do much.
Oh,
So
absolutely. When you're a foot taller than me, I mean that doesn't take much. You and Serge are the only people that stand eye to eye with each other.
yeah.
But I mean, okay, maybe you can confirm this, probably not, but Tate Manson constantly brings up that Serge is the sweatiest man in wrestling.
That man is sweaty. Okay, like
The sauce Josh Morris said he had his gauntlets so sweaty that he had to physically wring them out after the match, like other people's gear. I'm like, oh yeah.
I I know I'm sweaty, but he tops that.
I'm 5'6", 180 pounds, and I sweat for a decent amount for a short fella.
Yeah,
Everyone's like, I thought you were taller. It's just the camera angle. You'll stand next to me like, "But you look huge next to me." Like it's hilarious. My wife's 5'2", and we both could fit on a full mattress. But I plan on adding. I did get a Mastodon autograph right here. I had to. It's the comic book cover looking one. He was there after the show, and I had like extra cash. So I was like, screw it, let's go buy one. But next show we're at, I'm definitely buying your autograph to add to my wall because it's just growing.
uh, listen. So I've heard of wrestlers charging for autographs. I don't charge for those. You don't got to pay nothing. I'll just sign it. So if whatever show you see me at, just come to me and I'll just sign it. You don't got to worry about it.
I did get Thomas Heim autograph on the top of my hat, and I thought that was the coolest thing.
Oh, you got hit. Ah, you got his autograph. Gee,
I got this because we chatted in the parking lot. He's like, "Where did you get the logo on your hat done?" I was like, "Oh, my wife sews this on herself."
he didn't try to flirt with your wife. Jesus Christ.
My my wife didn't go to the show, and he can't handle my wife.
Ah,
5'2", and well, I'm a man of taste and a man of culture. I like thickness in my world.
that man, anything that has a pulse.
I know. I mean, have you seen some of his thirst traps on Facebook and YouTube and what's the other one? Instagram. He said, "Oh, this video alone will get 3 women pregnant in 5 states." That math did not add up, but it's Thomas Heim math, and he did have a great showing. So we really can't say anything to a guy who sells merch and wins matches.
Exactly. I can't knock him.
He's a student of the game, and he is very smart. He reminds me of 93, 94 Shawn Michaels.
Yes, he does. I
Like he's growing into whoever he's going to be.
I tell him every time when I see him, he's fucking he's great. He gets better every time. I'm like, dude, how are you doing this? Like, I don't see
He's
people do it, but he's doing it. And the thing is, he drives from Florida to get down to Indiana every time he has a
mhm,
showdown. He's driving 16 hours. I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
Thomas Heim. Yes, I was gonna make a. I was trying to get him and Rush Jones on, and I said they could bully me if they want to. Thomas's response is, "We weren't asking for permission." I was like, "I can't be mad at that."
Yeah, no, you can't.
Like he is a brilliant person and a. Oh, this one did. He also reminds Latino Heat TM of Billy Gunn. Like everyone on the roster is very good in their own right. Oh, where'd he go? He disappeared. Where'd we go? Oh, he fell out. It happens. I'll wait a minute for him to come back, but I will say he is very amazing to talk to, and he doesn't charge for autographs. So I will be hopping in line and grabbing something. Or do I take the hat too? Oh, he hasn't. There we
My
are.
fault.
There
I
we
don't know.
are. It's terrible. You're in the middle of southern and northern Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken. The phone
Yeah, I'm
reception
down
is
here at
terrible.
OVW. Just yeah, it's OVW. You know, I'm here every
Yeah.
Tuesday. I'm here Thursday, so they got a pay-per-view going on. So
Hey,
and it's
hey,
live on.
I see you, Anthony, and Serge always in action. You know what that means? You're putting butts in seats. You have fun, you have a good time, and everybody loves you. The Naptown Monster appears in your dreams.
I listen. What's funny is I took 2 years off and I came up with all this Naptown nightmare stuff, and I as it grew, I started to hate it, and then now I'm stuck with it because it just works.
I mean, it works. Who do you and Serge ever compare who has the better beard?
Oh no, 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 no. My beard comes in patchy. He has the better. If I grow it, it will come in patchy. So he wins that one.
We already know who already has the best hair on MWC roster. It's Anthony. Like, it doesn't matter if it's 6 a.m. or p.m. That man's hair is flawless.
Listen, listen. When it comes to Anthony, he's the better at everything. Do you see this man? He, I feel like this. Anthony has the looks, the hair, everything. He wins. We lose. I don't know what to say.
Anthony is a good guy. He's been the same guy since I met him in 2016 or 2015 to the same now, 11 years later. And he's like, wait, you still have that match? I was like, I have pictures from my very first wrestling show saved on my very first smartphone. And now I'm stuck with smartphones. And
Listen,
I'm old school. I take physical notes still.
jeez.
What? It's something. Who told me this? Joey Kid, the Kid Owens out in WCWO. Actually, he's like, always take a notebook with you. I was like, okay. So ever since then, I've always carried one with me. Like, it doesn't hurt having write something down because who knows, your phone may be dead or whatever. Always carry that notebook.
That is true. That is he's right about that one.
He's very old school, and I hope to have him and his boy on one day. Jonathan Wolf. I think he just had a daughter recently, or he just had a baby.
I'm not too. I haven't spoken to them since I left down there, so I wouldn't know.
I'm always on social media. So when I messaged you, I had probably been awake 20 hours, just kept going and rolling. Because that's all I do is I look for matches, save them my watch later, and I've got like another 100 hours to watch before the next MWC show. I think they said August or September. Can't remember.
I can't remember either.
It was Shogun in August, and then MWC would be September, which would be right after my 31st birthday.
I was
Dang.
I don't really remember when's the next show. I'm gonna have to ask them because I know they said, "Am I good?" I will be at the next show. I just don't remember the date.
I understand that way too well. And apparently I've got someone trying to call me. Oh, that's downstate. Oh. No, I've got downstate sitting in my Instagram inbox right now.
Jesus
My phone's
Christ!
too bright. But yeah,
See,
I love wrestling more than anything. So it's okay, not my wife and kids, but yeah. Do you have any like interesting wrestling collectibles or anything outside of wrestling you collect? I know a lot of wrestlers have shied away from that because you only have so much room.
I kind of shied away because I have very little room on to do anything on my schedule or collect anything. So I kind of before I started, I did, but I don't have it no more.
What was it like figures? Because Latino Heat TM has over 1,200 wrestling figures that I know of.
It was figures, and I just can't remember how many I had. I gave them. I had gave them away to a special needs kid that lived down the street from me from my grandmother's house. So I don't remember exactly how much he. I do remember it was like I believe I had like 3 toasts worth of them, and then I had like 2 or 3 rings. So he got all those.
Hey, special friends of Fort Wayne, the group of guys I'm interviewing them next show. I've already talked to some of their the friends out there. They're like, "Wait, you do podcasts?" I was like, "Yeah, I love doing it." Because they noticed the shirts because I had these made. What? It's cool merch. Oh, I'm sorry, Latino Heat. It's 2,000 figures. But it's got my name and numbers on the back, so it's always cool to have merch and then the logos that we sew on. My wife's gonna have to teach me because I've already got orders for 6 going out today.
And the thing is that I tell people now, I said, invest in yourself because that's how you're gonna make it. It's just you gotta know people that know people.
Oh, absolutely. My first hat was a complete fail. It's very basic, but then I went to the leather logo, which I like. Comfortable, and everyone's like, "Where did you get a pink hat?" Amazon.
Yeah,
Amazon, know how to sew, know how to do your own shirts, and invest in yourself. I've heard that from you. I've heard that from Chris Owens, and who was the other one? Surge. Surge.
yeah,
Are there any words that you would give to this next generation of wrestlers? Like, I don't know, don't eat tacos over gym bags or anything like that.
yeah.
Don't do that, of course, but
It just comes with experience.
I mean, I made some guys laugh because they watched me drink 6 energy drinks in the span of the whole show. Like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Just trying to stay awake. I had just gotten off work, so my body was like,
Yeah, I know the feeling.
yeah. So it's more or less that. And next show, I always have energy drinks. So if you need one, let me know because I got like, I had a duffel bag full of energy drinks in the car.
Jeez, because
Who
man,
is your dream opponent before I forget what Latino he asked? Like Surge in a 60-minute Iron Man match? I don't know.
uh,
That would be rough.
man, I don't know. There's a list. I as a kid, I would say as a kid growing up, I said, "Oh, I want a dream match with Taker," but he's retired. Um, a
Never
lot of
say never in wrestling.
I don't think a lot of the guys that I had as a kid growing up, I wanted the dream match with are gone. They're either retired or they're just gone. Um, so on the indie wise, I would like to have a match with. Let me see here. Let me see. I just watched it. I would like to have a match with Tommaso Ciampa
Ooh.
or no, not MJF. No, not him. Well, yeah, I'll say MJF too. But I would also like to have a dream match with Adam Copeland before he hangs him up.
That is a good one. You'd have that on your boot. Like, would you get something signed for by him after the match? Absolutely. Like, hey, can you sign my boots? I'm done wrestling in these boots.
Yeah.
I put him in a glass case. I mean, one of my favorite things. I show this off at almost every interview. Is my New Jack autograph. Like, this is the man I wanted to be as a kid. It's like,
What?
why? It's like,
What
because
is
when
wrong?
you
What?
he stabbed a guy 9 times.
I know, but I new.
I just
I,
like New Jack.
I love New Jack. I was sad to see. I was sad when he left, but jeez,
I just like New Jack. And he likes some of my Twitter stuff. I don't even use Twitter anymore. I stopped using it the day he passed away. Like
but
that was
New
the
Jack,
last tweet I sent was on his birthday.
New
But
Jack.
before I forget, I got to make sure I share your social medias because I like to do that. Because my very first interview, I didn't know how to do any of this, and I've kind of been milking it as I go.
So, man,
And I did find your YouTube as well.
yeah. I there,
Uh,
there nothing. I do apologize for this. Whoever looks on my YouTube, I don't have nothing on there because I rarely, rarely record my stuff. It is a bad habit of mine. I am terrible at social media. I am terrible at recording things. It is just one bad habit. It's hard to kick. I am very old school when it comes to that. I hate social media, but I know wrestling is social media like it's just social media environment. So I
Yes. I do want to see you wrestle Calvin Coco. That's someone I've been thinking like,
that
oh, fun fact, he is a wrestler out at WCWO, Ref Festus here.
yeah,
He's a super nice guy and he just got back into refing recently, but he's our stepdad.
okay,
So I'm always like making sure I share information, but he's awesome to ref wise. So if they ever need hands, I always say, hey, head to this guy, head to this guy. Like, because you can never have too many refs because the ref during the preliminaries looked beat up. Like he looked exhausted after those preliminaries.
yeah,
He did all three matches in a row.
gets rough as for a ref.
After match three, he just kind of walked out and you could just see the sad face. I get it. I've set up rings, I've set up stuff because let's just say showtime is 5. You got to have that ring set up by noon, if not 1 o'clock, something like that. Have it set up to where chairs are set up. I've done my fair share.
Yeah, and,
They're like, why do you like setting it up? Because it's fun.
and you said he's a ref from where again?
WCWO in Indianapolis.
Yeah, and I tell people, I said, look, for reps, I tell everybody, you want reps, go down there because they're every week. I did it for years on end. I'm thankful for my time there. My best matches were at the end of my run there, and it was a lot of matches between me and Dex Royal, and in my opinion, kid is talented, gifted, and I say that rarely about a lot of people. And I, in my opinion, he's like my
We could not hear any of that. That was odd. I didn't mute anyone, did I? No? Interesting. I cannot hear anything. One sec, I'm trying something. Uh, let's just blame Kentucky.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can. Yes,
Okay.
he's done
Yeah.
more
Like I said,
RCWA.
when it comes to WCWO, like Dex Royal was my yin to my yang down there, and he really at that point tested me to see if I could really hang with some real good people. And like I said, if it wasn't for him, I'm gonna give him his flowers because I don't talk to him, I don't see him really, so I'm gonna give him his flowers now. Um, but kid's talented. I hope he gets signed. I really do. But I tell everybody, WCW is the best place to get reps in if you want to get better.
Oh, absolutely. That's how I got to know Don't Die Miles back in the day. I say back
Yeah.
in the day, this is like 5 years ago, before I had kids, and then they had a kid. Couple like I think the kid's 2 now. I don't really like look at people's personal lives. I just keep an eye on wrestling. I'm just that guy.
So you spoke to my little brother, basically. That's great.
Yes, this was back in 2022 was the last time I had talked to him.
Yeah, I wasn't wrestling during that time, so yeah, I took a break. So yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
but it's one of those where I was like, I understand leaving. I understand. I was like, dang, that sucks. But I'm pretty sure I went through. I've watched like 2 or 3 good years in WCWO. Then I stopped watching wrestling from 2022 to 24 just because I needed that break. I
Yeah,
needed that cleanse. And then I come back and there's a show in Fort Wayne. I was like, I'm going. And I bought front row on one whole side and took my kids to their first wrestling show. So
Listen, I've said this to everybody who's seen that match with Donovan Cecil with me. I ain't doing nothing like that ever again. That I like I said, I had to go to work. I had to take care of my kids, and I couldn't move my neck or my arm. I'm like, this is gonna be a rough week.
oh, absolutely. Just know the fans got their money's worth just from your guys' match alone. I mean, the Legos ended up in the third row back. My dad and I had Legos go between us.
I I hope everybody got their money's worth because that I was telling everybody, I said, okay, y'all want this match? Okay, here we go. Y'all gonna get it. Y'all gonna get everything and then some.
I think I sent you the message. You did not lose. You ended up with more fans, and you pretty much had people with goosebumps everywhere because you heard an audible scream of the entire fort, or not the fort, that was out at the armory. You could feel the energy after that.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting the one thing I wasn't expecting at the end of that match is a standing ovation from that crowd. I wasn't expecting that. I never expect something like that. I was just sitting there because it was hard to move, and
I bet.
it just tells me that I'm appreciated for the work I do in that ring. That's all that tells me.
Oh, you could guys could have main evented if Anthony and Russ weren't there. You would have main evented. Like that was main event quality. I've seen bigger matches like that, like you had. I haven't seen one of those in probably 2, 3 years where I you could feel the pop. Even at the show out at the Coliseum, what was that? Saturday night's main event. There was 10,000 people there, but it did not feel like the energy of that 200 seats. Just raw. And you just heard it, and everybody loved it.
I, like I said, I hope people. That's what I want people to feel. Anytime I wrestle, I want them to feel my emotion. I want them to feel what I bring because what you see is what you get. That's legit me. Yeah, I have a high pain tolerance, but sometimes I got to push past that. So it to me that match I'm gonna remember for a long time.
You're gonna feel it for even longer.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to hit that one because I've stepped on Legos. I've been choke slammed onto thumbtacks, but we're not that sucked because or not thumbtacks. I got choke slammed onto Legos. I ended up in my shorts and they were sitting like I drove home on with those. So I did not know they were there until I got home. Like, there's a Lego there. Oh, because I didn't feel it because I just slid my pants over my gear in
See?
backyard wrestling, but this was actually in an arena. But
Yeah.
oh, don't always cover up if you're doing Legos. You know this one now. You're like probably saw imprints for a few days, but yes, I do appreciate your time, man. But it looks like my kids are ready for bed,
All right.
and
No,
so am I. It's only 79. Wow, it's
no,
nice today instead of 94.
no, you're good. Like I said, I'm over here down here at OVW at the pay per view they got going on with TNA. So I'm just out here hanging out. I wrestled earlier, so I'm just hanging out before I got to go pick my kids up.
Yep, I get that. My kids start school, and I'm so excited. They're going to be kindergartners, my twins.
Oh, dude, enjoy
Enjoy
it.
while they're little, while they think you're cool.
My
I
son, he's
mean,
started my oldest. He starts fourth grade, so enjoy it. Trust me, it goes by quick.
oh, absolutely. It's how I ended up with autographs because my daughter got to meet everyone here, but her favorite is Anthony.
Oh,
She's like, he's got hair like mine. So it was like really sweet. Is there
see,
any words you want to tell the fans or, of course, add the Naptown Nightmare on Instagram or under Jawan Thomas, whichever way is easier because you can type in both.
yeah. Um, my words. All I got is this: if you got a dream, follow it. Don't. If people are going to knock you for it. They're going to tell you it's stupid. They're going to tell you don't do it, but do it because you never know what could happen. Trust me.
Oh, I understand that too well.
But
Let's see if I can do this. I'm trying to figure this out. Latino Heat wanted to step in for a minute, and he's on break at work. Wait, I sent you the link. I have my phone right here. I'm very slow with this thing, and that's how you know I'm not tech savvy at all. Oh, yeah. I sent you the link. Yeah. Copy TM's right here. I'm oh, there he is. There we are. I don't know why it just happened, but I fixed it. We're good. And we switched sides. Ooh. But Latino Heat's hopping in shortly. Jeremy Hadley. I have never like he is interesting. I will say he has me laughing on Facebook.
Yeah, he's a special individual who I grown to enjoy around.
Hey, what's
And
up,
this
big
is
dog?
Latino Heat.
So,
What's
Hey,
up, bro?
man, I just wanted to say thank you for joining my brother's podcast.
oh, anytime.
Yeah, man, I'm working right now, so I got a few moments. So I just want to hop on and say thank you, man. It means a lot.
Hey, anytime. I'm like I told him before, I don't mind doing podcasts. I'm pretty cool, open. So hey.
Hey, just so you know, I was the one that said the Naptown Monster appears in your dreams. You can make that a shirt if you want.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, it was when you disappeared and came back. You know, it's all part of the gimmick. We got you.
Yeah.
But
And
hey,
Latino Heat,
I
what was
do.
your thought
What's
during the
up?
superplex? What was your thought during the superplex? Because I've taken a
Some
superplex and yeah.
some crazy SOBs.
That
Like y'all blew my mind with that match. That was definitely match of the night. That might be the best match in MWC history.
I I I'm gonna speak on behalf of him. I believe that we could be on the same page on this one. I think we greatly appreciate it and we believe so as well.
I mean,
Hopefully you guys can get a good
I
angle
have
of
the
it
Mammoth
and
on
like put it
Tuesday.
out there.
I got
Hopefully,
the Mammoth on Tuesday, and I'm gonna watch it again just to check to see if I missed anything.
like I said, I know fans recorded it. I haven't seen everything yet because like I said, I've been going through it, but I'll get to it eventually.
You for the guitar shot. It just sprayed the entire. You sprayed all of the special friends of Fort Wayne with your guitar.
Yeah,
That was like, oh.
that car imploded. So
Yeah. Oh, you didn't have. It just went. I was like, what was that? Because I couldn't see across the ring because where I was sitting, I had the turnbuckle in my way. But that's whatever. But I could still hear everything, so it was like a really good spot. And I know whoever was recording on top at the I know Donovan's wife was recording behind us, but I know someone was recording up top by the gym equipment. I know there was someone recording. There's always someone recording.
it's always someone.
But it was a great
But
match.
hey,
Latino
I
Heat.
gotta get
Anything
back
else?
to work. I just want to say thank you again, man. I know I've told you quite a bit, but he's my twin brother. So anything he does, I want to always be good. And you guys hopping on here and just being amazing is truly helping him. So thank you.
No problem. Anytime.
But I got to
Well,
get back to work, fellas. Have a good
you
night.
work? You work?
Oh, I've been at work since 10 this morning.
Ooh, ooh. Nope, I'm
Yeah.
good. But I do got I got my new mics in, bro, for
Yes, sir.
Saturdays.
We're going to start using them
Yeah.
soon.
Yes.
But
But I
everybody have a good
appreciate your
night.
time, Juwan.
Good man.
And remember, subscribe to his YouTube channel, see if he posts anything because you're gonna want to post this match, get all that clout you can, get your flowers for this match because there's many more to come. Because I love seeing heavyweights or technically super heavyweights because you both are above the heavyweight weight class in the MMA. Super heavyweights doing little guy stuff like the outside dive. I'm remembering the match as I'm thinking, I was like, there's no way he just did that. Yep, you just crushed an entire row of fans, but it was beautiful. Like telling a story with weapons is very difficult, but keeping that story was amazing. And you both stood up from a superplex.
Yeah.
You're like, is he dead? No, he's okay. But I appreciate your time, man. I'm gonna hop off here and I'm gonna go run around and wrangle up my kids.
All right, man. You have a good night though.
You as well.